What's up, everybody? The Crap Gamer here, also known as the Albino Rhino, the king of all gaming-related media, and you knew that as well. Back with another video. Thanks for taking time out to check it out. This is my first video from my newly constructed PC. Shout out my brother, Hellhammer, for putting it all together and stuff and picking out all the parts and whatnot. Did a really good job with it. So hopefully the content and everything will improve. I'm going to be doing a lot of more recording of gameplay footages now that I have the PC to be able to render things a lot faster. Whereas before, just a little side note, like if you liked my channel before, you're probably going to love it a lot now because I'll be able to do a lot more videos and things like that. I was really constrained with an older PC. You know, I'm not really a PC guy, so I didn't really care much. It also made it hard to record footage because my capture card would lock up sometimes, and then it would sometimes speed up, lock up, and the footage wouldn't end up turning out that great. I don't have that problem anymore. I have more than a capable PC, so I'm looking forward to doing that. On to today's video, though, and that topic would be the Xbox One exclusives. Looking down the line, as far as Metacritic goes, that seems to be a way that a lot of people judge how good these consoles are. Both the Wii U and the PS4 have games over that 90 mark, that barrier that seems almost impossible for the Xbox One this generation. But I think that if you're an Xbox One fan and you think that there's going to be an Xbox One exclusive, no matter how good you think it is or how good it actually is, that's going to reach that plateau, I think you're wrong. I think that the way that Metacritic is set up, some sites carry a little bit more sway than others. And it just so happens that some of these sites that swing a pretty big D aren't fans of the Xbox One or Microsoft in general. So you'll see a game like Forza Horizon 2 actually scored 2s in some places that are accepted on Metacritic, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then you have other places that scored it lower than Drive Club and didn't even seem to know, like Forza 6, that happened a lot too. I personally think that Microsoft and the Xbox One have had some of the best exclusives this generation. You look at the racing genre, the Xbox One has the two best racing games this generation, multi-plat or exclusive, as far as I'm concerned. Forza Motorsport 6 and Forza Horizon 2 both ooze quality. You look at fighters, Killer Instinct is just above and beyond what any other fighter is, in my personal opinion, because it gives a bit of everything. It's not just a button mashing game. It's a game that requires skill. There's a lot of variety. They do a good job of introducing new characters with the seasonal options. I just love it. I think it looks great. It plays great. It's fast. There's no problems with it. The online is fantastic. The hit detection is what I'm really a big fan of, because obviously using the Azure cloud and things like that, that makes a ton of difference using servers with these exclusives and things like that. They've had the best shooters this generation as far as I'm concerned. Halo 5, Titanfall, both absolutely phenomenal. The best third-person shooters or new third-person shooters, I'm going to say best new IPs as well, because Sunset Overdrive, absolutely phenomenal. Best graphical games as well. When you look at Rise Son of Rome, I realize that's not a game that's deserved to be scored like 90s or anything on Metacritic, but certainly maybe a little bit higher than what it got. We're just going to have to be the bad news bears of fans, you know what I mean? I've kind of come accustomed to that. I enjoy it. I love the underdog role in life. My teams are always underdogs. I've been an underdog my whole life. I stick up for the underdogs. I just love that role. I think Microsoft really excels at it. I'm happy that Sony is doing what they're doing, because it makes Microsoft try that much harder, and I'm really impressed with what Microsoft has been doing. They're the ones that have been doing everything lately. Backwards compatibility, boom, they've done it. They've got a big Xbox event coming up on February 25th. Boom, they've got that kicking off this, the spring. They've renewed Phantom Dust. They've renewed Jet Force Gemini. They're the ones making all the noise. They moved up the release of Gears of War 4. As far as I'm concerned, Microsoft are the ones making the moves, and that's why I'm excited to be an Xbox One fan and an Xbox One owner. And that new update that we got as well is just really sick. They're just listening to the gamers, and I think that can't be overstated or understated enough. I'm just really excited to see what the future brings for this console. It looks like the sky's the limit, and this year's going to be another fantastic year. What are you guys looking forward to most of all? Do you guys believe, like I do, that the Xbox One won't see a Metacritic score of an exclusive above 89 this generation? I think that there's just like this prerequisite when you're reviewing an Xbox One game that nothing below a 90 or nothing above a 89 is going to get accepted right away when you're reviewing an Xbox One game. Boom, deduct points. You know, just in my humble opinion. Again, my humble opinion. You could think I'm wrong all day till the fucking cows come home, but this is my goddamn opinion, and I'm entitled to it, just like you guys are entitled to yours. You know, it's not fact, it's just opinions here, folks. If you like it, if you don't, that's okay. Rack 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer, out.